All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we are going on a full-blown inbox rescue mission to completely transform your sluggish, overflowing email into a perfectly streamlined workspace. If you've been feeling, totally overwhelmed by your digital correspondence, you are in exactly the right place. Let's get into it.
So, let's just dive right into this universal pain point. I mean, we've all been there, right? You're battling those daily mailbox full warnings, you can't find old messages, or you're literally waiting forever for Outlook to just load. You are definitely not alone. It's a super common struggle in any busy environment where emails and huge attachments just pile up at lightning speed. But don't stress, because we've got the exact solution to fix it.
Now, you might be thinking archiving is just about saving space. Actually, scratch that. It's so much more. Yes, freeing up mailbox limits is fantastic, but archiving is basically a magic wand for making your entire Outlook experience lightning fast and beautifully organized. By separating your active daily emails from your historical records, you seriously boost performance, you ensure you aren't accidentally deleting crucial project approvals, and you effortlessly support corporate records compliance. It's a total win-win. Here is our quick roadmap to Inbox Zero. We'll cover why we archive emails, creating your data file, moving your old items, archiving best practices, and finally, accessing your past archives.
Okay, step 1. Why we archive emails.
The easiest way to think about this is to picture your active mailbox as your living room. You want it clean, right? And this .pst data file we're about to create, that's your digital attic. Archiving literally just means moving older emails, calendars, and tasks out of that busy living room and safely packing them away in a separate local storage location. This keeps the space you use every single day totally clutter-free, while making sure everything you might ever need is still safely stored in the house.
Moving right along to Section 2, creating your data file.
You're going to knock out this setup phase in 3 super simple, empowering steps to build that secure attic space. We're going to open the control panel, access your mail settings, and officially add your new storage file. Hold up. Before we click a single thing, pay close attention to this vital rule. You absolutely must save this file locally. Avoid saving large Outlook data files in cloud-synchronized folders, like OneDrive, unless your IT team explicitly tells you otherwise. Large data files constantly syncing to the cloud can create massive issues and literally slow your computer to a crawl. Just save it to a dedicated local folder on your hard drive.
All right, let's begin. First, take control by just clicking your Windows search box or the Start menu on your taskbar. Type in Control Panel and crack it open. If it looks a little cluttered when it opens, just change the view to small or large icons so you can easily spot all your options. Once you're staring at the control panel, hunt for the icon labeled Mail, Microsoft Outlook, and give it a click. This pops up a new little window called Mail Setup. From here, you just need to click the button right smack in the middle that says Data Files. Clicking that opens up your account settings, specifically dropping you right onto the Data Files tab. This is basically a fantastic bird's-eye view of your current storage layout. You might actually see a few old archives already hanging out in here. Or, it might be completely empty besides your main email account. To build our brand new attic, simply click the Add button on the top left. A familiar File Explorer window is going to pop open. Now navigate to that safe, local folder we talked about a minute ago. Give your file a clear, highly descriptive name. Something like Outlook Archive 2026 or Project Mail Archive, and hit OK. Boom! Congratulations, your digital attic is officially built and ready for your old emails.
All right, Section 3, moving your old items.
This is the execution phase. We'll make the actual move by following these 3 distinct actions right inside the Outlook interface. It is incredibly straightforward once you know exactly where to look. So inside Outlook, just click the File tab up in that top left corner of your screen. This pulls you away from your inbox and lands you right on the Info page, which is basically your main hub for account info and mailbox management.
Next up, look for the button labeled Tools, or, depending on your Outlook version, it might say Mailbox Cleanup. Click that to open a drop-down menu and select the incredibly satisfying Clean Up Old Items option.
And here we are, your Manual Archive Command Center. This little window is where all the magic happens. You select exactly what you want to move, click on your main email address at the top to sweep out your entire mailbox, or drill down and target specific, really heavy project folders. Whichever folder you highlight, Outlook applies the action to it and every single subfolder tucked inside it.
Whoa! Slow down right here. See that Archive Items Older Than dropdown? Picking the correct cutoff date is, without a doubt, the absolute most critical decision in this entire process. You have to ensure you don't accidentally pack up active current emails that you're going to need for tomorrow's morning meeting. Anything older than the date you pick goes straight to the attic. Everything newer stays right there in the living room. Once you've thoughtfully picked that perfect date on the calendar, glance down to the Archive Files section. Hit Browse to locate and link to that specific .pst attic file we created back in Phase 1. Then just hit OK. Outlook will quietly start doing all the heavy lifting in the background. Just let it finish its thing before you try closing out of the app.
Now for Section 4. Archiving Best Practices.
Let's talk about the golden rules of archiving so we don't accidentally create a totally different kind of mess. First, always use descriptive file names. Second, and this is a big one, folks, archive in manageable, bite-sized batches. Archive by year or by project. Please don't try to move 10 years of email all at once. It just keeps your files healthy and much easier to navigate. Also, make sure your new archive files are backed up according to your company policy, and never ever delete important historical records without checking your retention rules. When in doubt, ask your IT team for sure, because some organizations have automated compliance rules that actually override manual archiving.
And finally, Section 5. Accessing your past archives.
Because putting things in the attic is pretty useless if you can't ever find them again, right? But finding your old emails is an absolute breeze. Usually, after you archive, that new file will magically appear right there in your normal Outlook left folder pane, sitting at the bottom like its own separate mailbox. You just expand it and search like normal. If for some reason you don't see it, you can just manually mount the file by clicking File, then Open and Export, and finally Open Outlook Data File to grab it from your local drive. Easy.
And there you have it. The digital clutter is gone, and you now possess the exact blueprint to completely rescue your own inbox. But now that you've freed up all this digital space and reclaimed your valuable time, the real question is, what amazing, distraction-free project are you going to conquer next?
Please like, share, and subscribe to MasterSense by Faraday, and turn on notifications so you don't miss new and upcoming videos. Drop a comment below and tell us what you'd like to see next.